Hi, I'm Lacey Branch with Lacey Branch Events, event stylist and coordinator in St. Louis, Missouri. Thanks so much for checking out our video blog. In this installment, we're going to touch on wedding parties and when enough is enough for bridesmaids. And actually, this was a question that was tweeted to me by a past client who is wishing to remain anonymous due to the fact that many of her family and friends watch this video blog. So we'll just call her Jane. Jane wrote in, Lacey, thanks so much for your great advice when I was selecting my wedding party. Would you care to share your thoughts with the viewers? So here goes. I'm going to tell you what I told Jane when we initially kind of had conversations as to wedding party. And when most of our brides sit down, they start thinking about, oh, I'm going to have 3 bridesmaids or maybe 4, at the most 5. And then oftentimes they get guilted into it, or their mom starts asking them, what about Cousin Sally and, you know, Cindy and all these other people? And then all of a sudden your bridesmaids are up to 7 when you just wanted a really intimate, close party. So what I tell my clients often is that the smaller the better, and no one has ever regretted that they didn't have a bigger wedding party, I can assure you. Probably every wedding planner that might be watching this could attest that oftentimes our clients say, we wish we had less bridesmaids. And it's not because girls don't want to be don't want to be a bridesmaid or don't want to, help the bride. It's just purely the sheer numbers of them. So you take one person with drama and you multiply it times 7 people with drama, or even maybe everybody just has a fraction of drama. Eventually, exponentially just gets out of control, and everybody wants to have, their say in dress, and everybody wants to have their say in how they're gonna, what flowers they're gonna have, and all these things. And it gets less about the bride, more about the bridesmaids. And I've just seen it so many times, just go so negatively, and many times, the bridesmaids don't live here, and it's a huge, financial strain for them to come in for showers, or, they feel like they have to participate. And again, I'm by no means telling people not to have bridesmaids, because let me tell you, I had 7. And for many of them, I've been married now, I'm going to date myself, but I've been married almost 11 years. And of those 7 bridesmaids, I think I still talk to 3 of them. However, they're all great people, and I'm not saying that, it's just you lose touch. So I would say have people that are really, really important to you, close to you. If you have sisters, great. If whatever your dynamic is. But honestly, if you had to ask my personal opinion, I think 3 is a great number. 4 at the outside. 7 were getting out of control, and then you're trying to find groomsmen to possibly meet the bridesmaids, or vice versa. You don't have enough friends to go with the groomsmen. So think about it. Think about a smaller wedding party, and oftentimes people thank you for not asking them to be in their your wedding. I know that you think it's a great honor, but sometimes it's an expense that people can't afford, and they don't want to say so. They have to buy a bridesmaid dress, and they have to buy shoes, and they may have to feel like they have to get their hair done or whatever. So just keep in mind that when you're thinking about your wedding party, keep it intimate, because that day you don't want to have to find 7, 8, 9 people. Where's Sally? Where's Molly? Where's Lisa? Where's Tina? Oh, well, she's having drama with her dress. And it should be about the bride, and it should be about the bride's day, and she feels zen and low key, and not having to deal with hey, I'm a girly girl like the next one, and I've had girlfriends my whole life and everything, and everybody means well, but it's just when you take that many girls and you add on it just time constraints and everything, and it starts to be kind of crazy. And I'm sure my videographer friends and photographer friends would agree. So anyway, by all means, have offer to have them, be a guest book attendant, or have them, offer to be hand out programs, or be involved some way if they really mean, something special to you. But reserve the bridesmaids and the maid of honor, matron of honor, for people that you could not do this wedding without. They are your strength. They are your rock, and you will be glad that you did. I can assure you. So thanks to Jane for writing into us to kind of remind us as far as our advice. I forget, but I often tell my clients that, and I don't try to tell my clients, how to have their wedding, what to do in their wedding, who to invite to their wedding. But I've seen so many times where people with smaller wedding parties, they're so much more, like I said, I want to use the word zen, but really it's just calm and collected. And ones with the bigger wedding parties tend to be a little more frantic and crazy. And again, I'm generalizing because I have had some amazing, and I know you guys know who you are if you're watching this, some of my past clients. I've had some wedding parties that were truly amazing, no drama. The bridesmaids were so helpful. They loved that bride so much, and that's the exception to the rule, honestly. And it's not that your bridesmaids don't love you. It's just purely sometimes people can't realize that it's not about them, and they do it with the best of intentions, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. So do yourself, do your many of your friends who would rather just come and be a guest and not have to stand up and pull in their dress and feel like they have to spend money. Keep it close. Keep it into your ring of friends, and the same goes for your groomsmen. I know that you want to have every frat brother that you've ever known in your whole life, but seriously evaluate and find out, because what happens is exponentially you add this person, and now you feel like you have to add this person. Like, there's all these logics. I've watched it. I could really write a thesis, I think, about this. It's so crazy. But it's like they feel like they have to do it, and if you have this cousin, you gotta have these cousins, so maybe we just don't have cousins. Like, there's all this kind of algorithm kind of going on, and I just say keep it simple. Don't overthink it. And I mean, your family and friends better. If you do have friends that would really be mad that you didn't have them in their wedding, maybe you just need to have a conversation and say, I really am trying to keep it simple, but I wanted to give you kind of the option. I don't know, just my thoughts. So thanks to Jane for writing in. That's kind of my musings for today about wedding party. Keep it small, and think about it before you just invite everybody, and until it becomes necessary is all I'm saying. So anyway, keep the ideas and suggestions coming in to Twitter, Facebook, email us. Thanks. So many of our past clients have been writing in. It's kind of crazy that they are still tuning in to our video blog, so it's exciting. Love you guys, and they're our biggest cheerleaders because they've been there, and oftentimes many of their friends are still planning, so they like to keep abreast as to what we're doing. So anyway, till next time, thanks so much.